Aloha, love family. This is me, Lisa Transcendence Brown. And I'm going to talk briefly about a few things. We're in the middle of eclipses, which takes us through and back into old timelines and old versions and aspects of ourselves, if you will. And I'm going to use words here that basically dig up anything that's unresolved. And so a lot of us, and I'll include myself because it's been interesting at where this takes us and what's going on. Anything unresolved within us before we go through the next gateway, which is going to be with this next eclipse. A lot of things start days early. Gateways, they're not bound to linear time. So while we'll look at it being that day, but it might be 3 or 4 days before, usually 3 days. Might be the day before. There's the completion phase. There's a gateway, the stargates activate and open up, and then we start moving through the vortex and coming out on the other side. Right now, the first eclipse basically takes us into anything inside of us that's got to come up and go. That's kind of the point. We don't get to move through this next gateway when the stargates start to realign. Yesterday was very powerful. There's a lot of stuff that everybody's got to clear and cleanse and transcend from inside their cellular bodies. Our bodies have been going through a whole lot lately, and it never ends. We just move into the next phase for ourselves. So like a lot of people are coming into realizing that their body, that they're grid keepers for New Earth. You become a crystalline grid keeper with your physical body. You become a gatekeeper. As a star being, you become your stargate activates in your body, and you actually feel your cells start shaking and moving and all kinds of stuff going on. It's easier, if you will, the more light we hold, to move through stargates. But when we start living a quantum existence, then the landings can be quite abrupt. When a stargate dials, it'll drop us into a new reality, and all of a sudden, it's stuff coming at us from every direction, and we got to deal with it, move through it quickly, and accomplish all of the things in the physical that have to be done in order to move into the next timeline, if you will. So hopping timelines and jumping timelines and completely obliterating timelines, this is a part of our existence here. It's a whole new way of functioning. The grid work for everything is inside your body. The matrix for the old, inside your body, the muscles. And as your grid work relaxes, as your quantum you activates, as the quantum field expands from inside of your body, as your soul expands from the inside out. All of these different things are all the same thing, different versions, different realities, different times, different experiences for this to occur. Becoming a multidimensional is a whole new way of existing. Your realities are not going to be like they once were. Your physical body isn't going to work like it once did. Nothing is going to be as you thought it was. This is how it is. At first, we have to wake up to there even is another existence. And that's a whole part of the process too. Then once we start waking up that there is another existence, then we start activating our access to it through the dream state, which is where we start lucid dreaming and having experiences. Then, if you will, and I'm saying then, but technically all of this is always occurring. It's just which phase we're prominently in at that time. When the LightBody activates, then that activates a different part of our process, if you will, to move us into the next phase. And then there's a whole lot of stuff that goes on with that. Once the LightBody activates, then basically it's like being like an Energizer bunny, jacked up, lots of energy, don't need much sleep. It's awesome, it's magical, it's amazing. You don't even feel your body. And you start to float a whole lot too. There's a whole lot of stuff goes on with the activation of a LightBody. It's a very different existence than before. You're happy, you're giddy, it's magical, all the amazing things start to happen, but then you move into crystalline, part of your crystalline light body, where your physical body starts to anchor light in it in a whole new way, photonic light, and activate. When you start activating massive amounts of photonic light, you feel like you're drugged. You can't hardly function. All you can do is sleep. And this phase is not an overnight thing. It lasts a while. Your whole physical body has to go through a continual upgrade process to move you out off one old earth and onto new earth, if you will. There are a lot of things that have to occur for this, in the physical body, in the physical world. And as humans, we don't understand anything. And so all of it is going to be foreign. It's all going to be unknown. But as souls, we do get it. And that's the point that we do understand. Technically, as souls, we've waited for this forever. So we're excited, we're happy, it's amazing. But then it's time to basically transcend all the old programs and start stepping into the next phase, if you will. Anchoring Christed consciousness, unity consciousness, becoming the unified field, existing on new earth. It takes a lot of commitment. It takes there's a lot of downtime when you can't function because your body's going through an upgrade process and your body's recalibrating itself. You're balancing magnetics. You're going through a whole different process when your body is taken offline and you can't function and all you can do is sleep. Then when everything starts to align and the crystalline structure starts to kick back in, then your physical body actually activates for you to come back online too. You will have a short period with the ability to function and then you'll be taken offline again. This is going to teach you how to utilize energy, how not to waste, how all kinds of things. This is an entire process of learning everything all over again. You're going to be rebirthing new realities. And sorry, there's something going on next door. This is a whole new existence. And you will have to completely learn how to redo everything all over again. Talk, walk, you name it. Gravity goes inside and shifts. You heat up, you cool down as physical matter changes form, move into mastery. And then it's time to start becoming a creator, source creator here. You move out of all of the victim mentalities. It's nobody else's fault. Everything has a purpose. This is a part of the process too. As you start to exist in unity consciousness, then it's time to move to the next phase, where you basically become your ascended aspect selves and everything is inside your body. Is no longer out there. Now when I work with people, I bring everything inside. This is about embodiment. There's nothing else floating around out there. It's you, your universe. You are the universe, fully empowered again, and it's the most awesome place to be because you step into those roles. It's a very empowered place. It's also a place where all your gifts come forth and you start living and fulfilling your soul purposes and your galactic missions and your human roles here. Then we move into plasma phase, which this year jacked up plasma phase for a lot of people. And I wrote about this in the 2017 energy report about how this was going to be so hard for a lot of people. Plasma energy is a whole new ballgame. It gets into your bones. This is the structure for your reality. This is where the structures start dismantling and being reconfigured, and your realities basically are broken down and reconstructed from a new value system, a new earth value system, which is very different than old earth was. Your existence is based upon how much you put into things and where you come from, how open you are, how much you share, how much you are the supporter, how much you step up. This is going to challenge everything that you are, because you are supposed to move beyond all of those limits. You are supposed to move beyond and transcend all of that. You move into creator roles where realities are your creation. They're a response to you. They're a response to your vibrational frequency and that which you hold. And your realities are very different. We live energetic existences where everything is holograms. Our physical body continually is going through an upgrade process. There's no more sick. That was a third and fourth dimensional thing. That was discordant frequencies held within our physical body, and that which we had not transcended inside. So there's a lot of things that go when you leave the old dimensions behind. And yes, you do leave them. You go on. You come out on the other side, which is on new earth, a whole new existence, and your realities are very different. Everything looks different. Everything's more colorful. It's amazing. It's magical. It's misty. It's beautiful. It takes a lot of acclimating to these higher frequencies. Your breathing, your heart. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to go through in order to basically transition from your old human existence into a completely new existence. And the transition process, years ago when I started working with those transitioning from old earth to new earth, it's a huge process. You go through every death known. Death is separated out now. If you came here to physically ascend, then you're going to experience multiple deaths continually until everything of the old is dead and gone. And you rebirth yourself and you rise like the phoenix, and it's this whole amazing process as well. You emerge as your higher self, all of them, not just one. You become angels in the physical, not just I'm an angel, you're an angel. This is how you live. This is how you exist. This is the energy that you transmit out in everything you breathe and do. God, consciousness, galactic consciousness, no longer something way off somewhere else. This is you. You are the galactics here. You will be all of these things here again. Bang, 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 says the neighbors. Okay, apologies, but you know what? This is the way we flow. Besides, I'm in between sessions, so I got to do this and go. All right. Right now, I'm going back to the eclipses. This is, see what's going on with you. Let your body cleanse and clear. Let it clear the energy of whatever you were holding on to. Resolve it. Deal with it. You cannot go through this next eclipse in this gateway and bring anything old with you. The dynamics of realities are dramatically about to change. They already have started changing. We have to adapt continually. We have to rewrite everything continually. There's no fixed realities for a while. When you build your new foundation, New Earth is a rebuilding of your realities from the inside out, from the core of your being, from the depths of your soul, as love, as respect, as integrity, as consideration, as all of these things. This is how you function. This is where you exist from, and you don't accept anything less in your world. Everybody will go through this until you have completely rewritten your whole existence here. This is how it works. You cannot go through this next gateway and take anything with you. You can't bring the old baggage on. You can't bring the old stories. You can't bring the old energy, the old feelings. Anything that's resolve it, deal with it, figure it out, get your head on straight. These are the energies we're in right now. There's a lot of, and I don't do karma, but I have to do it here and there because it does apply for humans and those unconscious programs that are not cleared. It is technically karma. Now, we have many types of unconscious existences that we have to clear, which are referred to as karma because that's the word that's understood. We have human karma that has to be cleared. We have galactic karma that has to be cleared. We have twin, those of us that came here to do the twin experience, we have twin karma that has to be cleared. We have abundance karma. Everybody that came here to live in lack, you have to clear all of those programs too. I had to go through all of them. I never knew that I had it until I'd cleared it. That's kind of how this works. Clearing the Akashic records. Coming back to a place of purity inside of you so that your physical body and your template then holds the templates of our new existences here. So like for me, all of January coincides with what's going on galactically and in the earth. So inner earth, our physical body with the crystalline structure that we carry here, and galactically, they're all simultaneous and they occur all at the same time. So I can look inside of Gaia and see what's going on from inside of my body, and I can go into the galactic regions as well and see everything as it occurs according to my own evolution and access here. Each person will do this themselves, and everybody's here to be an integral part of our new existence here. Everybody has a really important role. Everybody has something to contribute. Everybody's got to open up and share. This is how it works. Coming together in unity, supporting each other. Now, there is a misperception that as long as we live in, I'm going to use this, in a physical money society, you can function, not only can you, but you will function in a higher vibrational existence plane, and physical things won't be a limit anymore. But the thing about it is, and this is what most don't get, is that until you're fully invested, and until it really matters to you, until you're willing to spend your money on it, if your soul isn't important to you, if you're not willing to spend your money, your time, your energy on this, then basically your higher self, soul, universe, the whole galactic everything knows you're not serious yet, which means that you call forth an experience to get you serious. This is how it works. Until you're fully invested, fully vested in your new earth existence and you don't get full access. This is how it works. For me, I had to spend my money. I had to dedicate my time, my energy. I had to be the one that stepped up. I had to be the supporter. I had to be the way shower, and every one of you will too. This is how it works. So if it's not important to you, then you're going to call forth an experience to make it important to you. This is where suffering comes in. So I speak this because that's what's going on Earth right now. Everything that isn't respected, everything that isn't important, this is a rewriting of everybody's value system so that everything is sacred here. Everything is interconnected. Everything matters. That's important, and the rest of the stuff we let it go. It doesn't matter anymore. The thing about it is that when you unify inside, you step into your highest version and aspect of you. You bring forth everything you desire and everything that supports you on what you're here to be and do. And so this is all up to you. If you were doing without, living without, these are programs that have to be broken here. Right now, work it out. Move through it. Open your heart. Get out of your head. This is going to be number one right now. Figure it out. And yesterday we had a whole new, okay, so I'm going back to January. For me was the embedding project, the regridding project for Earth as it went full-blown galactic. So Earth has gone galactic now. So it now carries all of the encodements for our galactic everything here. It's kind of cool. It's amazing. But those of us who are galactics, our physical body goes through these encodements too. And so all of January, there was a regridding project that occurred that actually embedded the new grid work as galactics, the new codes for our civilizations here, for our galactic cities. All of the information, all of the how-to, all the stuff that has to occur, we gained access to all of that. And for me, I had to go through, because I do embodiment, the moment the information, the moment that is available, it's embedded in my physical body. It's in my own crystalline structure. We turn into quantum computers. It's really cool here. We process information through the crystals in our body. We process through pure source light. We have access to as much as we have opened up and are ready for and dedicated ourselves to for this time. Yesterday, huge, and yesterday for me was all about the constructs of realities, and basically it was all mathematical equations and all symbols and codes. And so yesterday I had to pull away. I had a ton of work to do, and it's like, nope, this is what you're going to do, and basically just lay there and watch as my body was recoded with the information for how realities are constructed here. It's really kind of cool, and it's so simple. That's the thing we see in equations and geometrics and numerical sequences and ratios and all of this. This is how our new existence is, as you turn into a super quantum computer. You process information, a ridiculous amount of it simultaneously through you. You're not going up and asking for anything anymore. It's all inside. but your physical body is the grid work. You're a gatekeeper. A stargate, as a star being, we start out as star seeds, and then we have to gather all the information and wake up, and then we turn into star beings, and then we mature, if you will. It's called a maturation process into galactics and fully responsible for what we're here to do and its mission. It's all mission driven. And as souls, it's soul purposes. So as our soul evolves from individual into all of our higher self aspects, and that comes in, then we go through the embodiment of the oversoul and move into avatar consciousness. These are all of our processes here. So it's been an interesting journey. And this video was to say, this is important because then we're going to move into the equinox, which is going to probably open with this. As soon as we move through the eclipse, then the equinox gateway is going to, it actually started opening up with the first eclipse. That's a part of what we're in right now. We're in a gateway. We're in the initiation phase. We're in the deal with it, move through it, figure it out, come together in a whole new way. The dynamics of relationships, the dynamics of realities, the dynamics of everything are about to dramatically change for everybody here. We activated adaptive algorithms, which means that we now adapt realities continually, constantly reassessing everything. Is this working? Nope, not working. Let's change it this way. Okay, is this how it's working? And it takes everybody working together, because if you're not working together, you're going to be doing it by yourself. As a way shower, there is a part of this process we have to do it by ourselves, because you do not stand on your own 2 feet and become source creator and depend on anybody else. But it's a very different place to be. It's a fully inner power that comes through you, where all of the separation falls away. And so this is not independence. This is inner everything, interconnectedness. Realities. Yesterday was cool to wake up and watching realities have life and breathe. It's so cool when you have so much of that connection. When the house wants to be cleaned, it says, Lisa, clean me, and I can hear it speak. Yep, welcome to our world. Okay. I love you guys. I'm going to cut this off only because I need to go and do other important things that I need to get caught up on. Come join us. We have a lot of stuff going on. We have an amazing everything. It's about to get more amazing. If you are watching the outside world to tell you what your reality is, then you're going to have a different reality than if you go inside. Go inside and figure out what's true for you. Go inside, figure it out. Use your mastery tools that you've learned or acquired along the way. Use your navigational tools as a multidimensional. It's only going to get stronger. It's only going to be more. Jumping timelines, huge. Collapsing all realities, intentional collapse of timelines. This is what we do here. We intentionally collapse them. Been doing it for years. Been doing it intentionally. Everything y'all see coming down, that's all of us. We're doing this, okay? So, if you want to know why, it's to bring everybody into new earth. Everybody's got to leave old earth. You don't get to stay there anymore. If you do, then that's yours. But everybody else is going on. So this is all hands on deck. Everybody come on. Let's do this. Come together. Let go of your separation. Step up. Become the supporter. Start contributing. Using your resources. This is what makes a difference. You don't get access. Where you hold back, it's your lack. You keep yourself from experiencing this. This is how it works. So, yep, every bit of this is on each one of us. This is how we do this here. The gates, as a gatekeeper. Heaven, as a gatekeeper. As a star being. Stargates, heavenly gates. Same thing, different versions of the truth. One is your soul, one is your galactic. You have the galactic and you have the soul. And both have to evolve. You can't do one without the other. And eventually you come to this place, if you will, that you've evolved your soul and your physical body, and basically you have integrated your soul into your physical body for the embodiment phase. And the galactic, you integrate that too. So it's going to be all of you inside that body, and it gets confusing for a while you do. Photonic light, very dense and heavy as the magnetics start to rebalance in a higher frequency. Your world will become energetic. It won't be as physical as it once was. Your physical body will always go through something. You're always going to be going through an upgrade process. You're always going to be, your job, if you will, our job, is to learn how to function in a whole new way where energy dominates your world. Energy dominates everything. And to be able to function in this way, this is what we're here to master. And when it was time for me to have to get up and actually physically work, when it was time for me to actually get up and start doing and master the foggy, groggy, walking around in a lucid dream, anchoring the higher dimensions into physical here, it was challenging too. I had to push through a lot of it, and I had to learn when to push through and when to stop, when to pull away and honor the body, when to get up and go. And everybody here will have to, it's going to be the most challenging thing because you're not going to have any more control. Control goes out the window. Your control is different here. Your participation, your honoring the process is how this is done. Fully connected from the inside. And then you don't need control anymore. So, all right. I love you guys. Have an amazing everything. And I will talk to you soon. Mahalo.